So I'm going to be reading Ishbosheth is murdered. When Saul's son heard that Abner had died in Hebron, he lost heart, and all Israel was troubled. Now Saul's son had two men who were captains of troops. The name of one was Bana, and the name of the other was Rechab. The sons of Rimmon, the Beerothite, of the children of Benjamin, for Beruth also was part of Benjamin. Because the Beruthites fled to Gittim and have been sojourners there until this day. Jonathan, Saul's son, had a son who was lame to his feet. He was 5 years old when the news about Saul and Jonathan came from Jezreel, and his nurse took him up and fled. And it happened, as she made haste to flee, that he fell and became lame. His name was Mephibosheth. Then the sons of Rimmon, the Beerothite, and Rechab and Bana set out and came at about the heat of the day to the house of Ishbosheth, who was lying on his bed at noon. And then they came there all the way into the house, as though to get wheat. And they stabbed him in the stomach. And Rechab and Bana, his brother, escaped. That seems like it happens. When people go and hurt somebody, then they just get away. For when they came into the house, he was lying on his bed in his bedroom. Then they struck him and killed him, beheaded him, and took his head, and were all night escaping through the plain. So they're trying to get away. And they brought the head of Ishbosheth to David at Hebron and said to the king, "Here is the head of Ishbosheth, the son of Saul your enemy, who sought your life, and the Lord has avenged my lord the king this day of Saul and his descendants." But David answered Rechab and Bana, his brother, the sons of Rimmon the Beerothite, and said to them, "As the Lord lives, who has redeemed my life from all adversity." See, adversity. God does. He redeemed our life from all adversity. Doesn't mean adversity doesn't happen, but he redeems us from it. And when someone told me, saying, "Look, Saul is dead," thinking to have brought good news, I arrested him and had him executed in Ziklag, the one who thought I would give him a reward for his news. How much more when wicked men have killed a righteous person in his own house on his bed? And so they're sitting here probably thinking like, oh boy, we're in trouble. Therefore, shall I not now require his blood at your hand and remove you from the earth? In other words, you won't die. So David commanded his young men, and they executed them. Cut off their hands and feet. Good Lord. And they hanged them by the pool in Hebron. So people are going to see this and go, we better not make David mad. But they took the head of Ishbosheth and buried it in the tomb of Abner in Hebron. So, just have your head buried? Whoa. So, man. So, that's what happened. Good Lord. So why back then, man, you don't want to make anybody mad. You think it's bad today. Whew. But things are going to be getting worse. You know, the Bible says it's going to happen, but we'll get closer to that later on. So, but anyway. Tomorrow we're going to be reading David reigns over all Israel. So he's going to be starting his reign there. So, and people, they got to be kind of scared of him, thinking, don't want to make him angry. Not a good idea to make the king angry. So, anyway. But, we'll see what happens next. Peace.